The reason it's important for you to be in a peaceful state is here I am in a science class, and so I'm going to explain to you about brain-based learning. I want you to be happy, so that's great that you're going to be peaceful. But even beyond that, in terms of education, they absolutely know. They run something called a SPECT scan where they can see what parts of the brain are active and which parts of the brain are kind of not working quite as well. And what they have found out is that when you're in a calm state, you actually learn better. Not only do you learn better, but you make better choices, you make better decisions, you're able to ignore some things that maybe normally would have bothered you, and overall you are going to have a better life. Not only that, but you're going to be healthier, you're not going to have as much inflammation or swelling in your body and your joints and your organs. So all around, if you can become more peaceful, your life is absolutely going to be better. Since this is your science class, the one section I'm going to cover is the section called the 9 gamut. Okay, I'm going to cover the others in the other classes, but in the 9 gamut, the reason I decided to cover it in your science class is because it has to do with, hopefully you've been learning about the brain. You're going to find out that there's 2 different hemispheres or halves of the brain. There's your right brain and your left brain. And one side of your brain has to do more with that creative kind of side of you that can do music, that is an artist, that can think out of the box. The other side has to do with more logic. And both of those sides of your brain are really important. With this particular exercise, I'm going to show you the 9 gamut. You do things like you're going to look to the right, you're going to look to the left. And the reason you do these things is it somehow is supposed to kind of balance your right brain and your left brain, which again will make you more ready to learn, no matter what the subject is, give you the opportunity to make good choices, and also, with a lot of people, just doing this one part, even if you don't do the rest of the tapping, this one part with a lot of people can calm them down. So teachers, you might want to consider when students come in at the beginning of the period, you might have them do this. I know it looks a little bit goofy, but it really can make a difference. I'm going to take off my glasses to show you so you can see it a little bit close up. It's called the 9 gamut, and the reason it's called that is because while you're tapping on a particular place that I'm going to show you in detail in a minute, you're going to do a series of 9 things. It's a gamut of 9 things, okay? So the place that you're going to be tapping is not here on the palm of your hand where you clap, but on the outside of your hand, on the back of your hand. If you close your hand, you'll notice that you've got your little knuckle there on your baby finger, and you have the knuckle on your ring finger. If there's a little dip between the two. If you start at that little valley and you go down towards your wrist on the back of your hand, just about ½ an inch or so, you're going to find a little dent right there, okay? So using that little dent, you're going to use a couple fingers, and you're going to be tapping right on that little dent. And you're not going to move anyplace else. You're just going to tap right there on that dent. For me, it's easier if I set it in my lap or if I set it against myself or on the desktop. But whatever works for you. And you're just simply going to be tapping it the whole time. If you have a hard time finding that spot, you can just do the whole back of your hand, just kind of slap it. It works better to do the one spot. So find that little valley between the baby finger and the ring finger. Come down, about ½ an inch until you find that little dip, that little hole right there, and you're going to be tapping there. Okay, while you do that, I'm going to show you the series of 9 things that you're going to be doing, that gamut of 9 things. Okay? You're going to just simply start, the whole time you're going to try and keep your head still. And I'll admit this is a little bit tough for me. I tend to kind of move my head around, but the idea is that you're going to keep your head still while you move your eyes around. So while you're tapping here, and you want to be thinking about whatever your problem happens to be. So whether you're really hyper right now and you feel like getting up and running around the room, whether some kid is bugging you and you just feel like yelling at them or doing something, whether you're nervous about a test coming up, whatever it happens to be, you want to be thinking about the problem while you do this tapping thing. And so pay attention to what I do, and I'm going to talk you through it, okay? You're going to be tapping that whole time. You're going to close your eyes, open your eyes, and keeping your head still, you're going to look hard down in either direction, okay? So if you look like kind of like an upside down V. So I'm going to go ahead and look hard down to the right, hard down to the left. Then you're going to do your eyes all the way around in a circle as if you were looking at the numbers on a clock, all the way around in a circle. And and then all the way back the other way. So I'm going to show you that. So I'm going to start at the beginning, okay? Close eyes, open eyes, eyes hard down to the right or left, it doesn't matter. Hard down the other direction. Then you're going to do your eyes all the way around in a circle. This is where it's hard for me to keep my head still. Then all the way back the opposite direction. Then you're going to hum. You can hum any song you want, but it has to be a song. You can't just go, hmm. So I'm going to just do Happy Birthday. So you're just humming for a couple seconds. You're going to count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're going to hum again. And it's just that simple. That was the whole series of 9 things. So I'm going to show it to you one more time. And just to see if this can kind of help you to calm down, think about real quickly, is there any kind of problem, anything that's bugging you right now? Whatever it happens to be, put that in your head. You're going to be tapping here. If you can't find that spot, just tap on the back. I'm going to go ahead and tap there. Close your eyes. Open your eyes. Hard down one direction. Hard down the opposite direction. Eyes all the way around in a circle. Eyes back the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. That's the 9 gamut.